Welcome, in front of me is a Realme 6S, and today I'll show you how to go to the restart process of the device. So when you boot it up for the first time, you'll be presented with the screen right here where you get to choose your language. I'm gonna stick with the English and then tap on Next. Select your region. Now this will also determine your time zone. From here we have terms and services, or terms of services, and we do have to agree to, well, the first one. Now the two additional ones at the bottom, well, the help, improve, and whatever. You can read exactly what they do, but you don't have to agree to them. As you can see, they're optional. So all you need to do select is at the top the terms of service and then tap Next. And here we can now connect to Wi-Fi. Now this step can be skipped if, for instance, you don't have a connection near you that you, well, know the password to it. Because as an example you're not home or whatever the case may be, so you can completely skip this by tapping right here. If you do have your network, you can connect to it and put your password, and it will in turn also allow you to log into your Google account and further steps. Now if you choose to skip it like I did, the Google login will completely won't even show up. So at the next step you have the Wi-Fi assistant. You can choose to also enable some assistant. I'm gonna choose to opt out of that one. Then you have Google services. There's three things here. So we have the use location, allow scanning, and send user and diagnostic data. So you can disable all of them, as you can see, and proceed if you don't want to. Location will be required by apps like Google Maps. Scanning, not really sure what it does use it for. There it is. So it scans for devices like Wi-Fi services, Bluetooth, and stuff like that. So this will also need to be enabled if you want to, for instance, connect to something, or it will enable itself when it needs to connect to those things. And then you have send user and diagnostic data, which is just a program that helps Android improve on their system. Now I'm not a fan of it, honestly. So I usually opt out of that one. So let's tap on Next and accept. And then we have set lock screen password. Now again, this is completely optional. You can tap on later and set it up later on in the settings after the setup is complete, or you can do it right now by tapping on settings. And by default it goes to a what is it, like 6-digit password, but you can change to other encryption methods and choose between pattern, 4-digit password, 4 to 16-digit password with alphabetic characters, or none. I'm gonna go with the pattern. So I need to draw the pattern, redraw the same pattern once more, and then it automatically goes to setting up face recognition. So again, you can skip this if you want to. You can add it if you want that as well. And on here it's kind of wonky, I would say. The face recognition doesn't really unlock your device unless there is a setting in the actual settings. I have not checked it out, but by default, if we enroll right now, so let me just, nice freeze there. So by default, once we actually add this on, not really sure, I didn't read what it was, whatever. So recommended, what is this? Auto update overnight. So it looks like it's disabled. This is basically when you get an update, it will update overnight. I believe that even if you don't have, or if it's disabled, it will still probably update overnight, because the option to skip this is not really visible. When you get an update, it pops with a window, and you can either update it right now, update it overnight, or view details. Like you can't swipe out of it unless you go to details and then leave it. So it's kind of intrusive in that way. If you don't want to update your device, it does kind of force you into it. But from here we can tap on Next, then import data. So this would allow you to move data from an old device to this one. And now if you choose to do that, you will tap right here, import data from an old phone, and it will give you a step-by-step guide on how to do it, which I believe the first step would be to download an app on your older device that you will then use to move your data to this one. I'm gonna select later, that's in turn gonna set up the device as new, and you can see that we're basically finished, so get started, and there we go. Now, like I said before about the unlock, you can see that it unlocks and then I have to still swipe up. Now there might be a setting in there, I don't know, I haven't really checked it, so if you're interested in it you might want to just go into the security options and check right there under the face recognition. But this is how you would go to the setup process of the device, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.